This is me doing a video about some more good messages that I found. This is kind of like a book review to say some of my favorite quotes, just a few, because there's so many good ones in them. This one's called I Am Your Jesus of Mercy, and there's a lot of different volumes in this series. And it's Queenship Publishing. And then, just so you can Google it or search for it wherever you buy books, if you want to buy it. Volume 1, Devotion for Our Times, as given to Anna, the Apostle. It says thoughts on spirituality, but it's really messages from Jesus. It's really amazing, these books. So these are real messages from Jesus. And so I tried circling a few of the things that stood out to me just because I like to put them on artwork sometimes or in music or something, but I also wanted to share maybe a few excerpts on a video here. So now these are direct quotes. My people think that they must accomplish great things to receive worthiness of my glory. It is in the simple, ordinary task that you receive my glory. It is not a merit received through worthiness. It is given to you because of my love for you. I am not calling you to change the world through my word. I am asking you to live the word and see the world change before you. I call all of mankind to restore the components of love, mercy, compassion, respect, dignity, and honesty. Peace to you, my dear one. And they say lots of good things to pray for, too, in these. I was going to publish a prayer book based on these messages, but I never did it yet. I might do excerpts of that sometime, too, but I'm just doing this for now. These are the direct quotes of them. Love yourself in your imperfections, and I will perfect you and make you righteous in the sight of God. See, these are just like quotes of them. If you overcome yourself, you will be able to overcome your enemies. But most of my people are subject to living in an active world as I walk and must flee within to find solitude in me. It then would not matter where you are. The peace, solitude, and love of contemplation would become the cornerstone of your soul, because I am the cornerstone of peace in your soul. Praise to the Creator for His blessing was and continues to be essential for freedom. Dive into my sacred heart for rejuvenation of the soul. Do not look for rest and peace in outer sources. Look inside. And those who are willing to receive my love and peace will find me. The rules are established, but it is the spirit of love and understanding and prayer that will be the strength of the community. Forgiveness and living simple lives, focusing solely on the goodness of God through praises and songs of peace and companionship. See the beauty in the simplest of God's creation. Be in union with the serenity of the earth as a force draws their life from the richness of the soil where God has planted the seed. Each tree in the forest is different, but all yield to tranquil beauty, which the birds echo in their chants. Listen to silence, see the richness through solitude. Seek to find God through the praises of spiritual prayers. These are real quotes of Jesus. A silent heart is one stripped of the feelings of emotion, but in the presence of my spirit which molds the soul, suspends it in a form which adores God. It is the centered silence, centered on God. You cannot see God unless your heart is clean. I have said, blessed are the clean of heart, for they shall see God. When your heart is silent, you can see God everywhere and in everyone, because your heart is pure. Okay, let me put some more of this one. Now I'm going to put some of this one in. Like any good mother, I forget the mistakes of my children almost immediately. This is Mary, the mother of Jesus, talking. Forget the mistakes of my children almost immediately. I can help poor sinners to forgive themselves and seek the forgiveness of my Son, a forgiveness that heals and strengthens. Sinners must not be afraid. They must simply close their eyes and say, God, I have made mistakes. I'm sorry. I'm your child, though, and seek to be united to you, my child. All of heaven weeps for joy when even one soul makes this act of humility and love. How we rush in to assist this soul and protect him from the attacks of the evil one. See, isn't that an amazing prayer right there? You could pray that. Just rewind it and you could pray that. Or if you want me to say the prayer again, I'll say it right now and you can pray along right now. God, I have made mistakes. If you haven't prayed anything like this before. God, I've made mistakes. I'm sorry. I am your child, though, and seek to be united to you. See, that's all. Just pray along with that. Or you can pray it often, too, if you need to, whatever. They're just good prayers. I was thinking of putting them on artwork, but some of them are kind of long to put on artwork, so I'm just going to say them right here. Make many decisions during the day that you will not fear, and offer those decisions to me in the spirit of abandonment. Look upon my figure on the cross, and remember that Jesus said yes for you. You are cherished, dear ones. Do not be afraid, only trust me. Okay. Again, you feel the weight of my cross. You must not think that because you know weariness or discouragement that you do not serve me well. Indeed, it is often at those times that I count you as the elect. Wow, see? It tells, like, the secrets of life in these, you know, like, things that you didn't know. That's how life worked. You're like, oh, that's how it works? Well, I just think it's interesting. Some of these are really, like, helpful or inspiring sometimes. Let me just see. Okay, remember that there's no price for one soul. If one soul is worth dying for, and this is the truth, then how important is it that you respond to me wholeheartedly so that I can save many through you? Truly, the graces at your disposal are countless. Your yes to me today unleashes all manner of graces and sets into motion the saving of many souls who are being called from the darkness. Now, as I am calling you. Yeah, isn't that inspiring? Like, gee. Think of all the small tasks you complete, barely giving any thought to them. If you offer them to us with love, we can use even the smallest action for the salvation of sinners. Ooh, that's a good one, huh? So, if you offer, remember to pray, children. This way, every action throughout your day can be sanctified. Think of all the small tasks you complete, barely giving any thought to them. If you offer them to us with love. This is Virgin Mary talking, Mother of Jesus. There are many souls in the world who only need to be united to my table. They are soft-hearted souls seeking guidance and direction. See, they encourage you to evangelize and stuff and care about people. You are a Christian because someone fulfilled their duty. Wow, right? That's interesting. Well, and there might be other true religions too, but I mean, you know, I don't really know. If a religion has Jesus, you know, that's the main thing I would think. Leave nothing undone that could bring a soul to me. I mean, if it's positive towards Jesus. Let those of the world scoff at you, if they dare. The inhabitants of heaven commend you. You must pray now more than ever before that the will of my Son be completed. Now, when you hear verses like that, it's really good just to pray right then, right there. You know, pray that the will of her Son is completed. You know, like, because as you're reading through this, you might forget all the good things it's saying to pray for, but just pray along with it as it's telling you to pray for things. That's what I've been trying to do. It's because sometimes you just can't remember them all. There's so many good things to pray about that it's saying to pray for. You will know my chosen ones by their consistent pattern of behavior. If you are driving, offer it to Jesus. If you are working, offer it to Jesus. If you are performing a menial task, I can make it a heavenly accomplishment. Imagine, dear child, that you can unite every task to my Son for the coming of his kingdom. Do you want to be happy? Come back to us now in obedience, and we will minister to your fatigue and sadness. We will refresh you, and after we have refreshed you and healed you, you will set about saving the world. Wow. Isn't that amazing? It just says all this amazing stuff. You're like, whoa, this is really important stuff here. I want you to pray for discernment when you are faced with a fork in the road. Be it your career, your living arrangements, or your family life. I must tell you that I want to protect you, and I'm doing so. These attacks can be concealed under the guise of something good. Well, anyway, there's so many good messages in these. I just recommend these books, is all I'm saying. I'm saying, like, excerpts that are really, like, the parts that I circled that were really interesting and important seeming to me. Join your mother in this mission of mercy to your fallen brothers and sisters. Together we minister to their souls, preparing their souls to melt with love for the divine rescuer who seeks them out at this time. Truly we call you with an unparalleled urgency. He needs your loyalty and your action. Many, many souls depend on your answering this call. I am with you and will attempt to keep everything clear for you. See, these are real messages from Mary and Jesus. Through prayer, you will develop an easiness with me, despite my divinity. It was never intended that mankind live apart from his God. The world is deluded into thinking union with God is unattainable and even sadder, unimportant. Spirituality in your relationship with the God of all is not something extra, like a hobby. It must be the defining compass in your life, always directing your journey. We need only look around to see the result of living without this love and direction. A person who has a genuine love for himself sees God as his friend, his ally, and loves all those around him. A person who has a genuine love for himself forgets about himself in the service to others. Ponder that thought, children, for in it lies the answer to the universe. I will clarify it for you if you ask me in prayer. Be happy, dear children, for your Jesus loves you and guides you with joy. My dear children, I wish you to spend time every day considering God's will for you on this day. You must do this in silence. Even many of our chosen ones neglect this form of contemplative prayer. Children, it is in this prayer that you will find the peace and guidance you require. Look into the eyes of your brothers and sisters, dear children. Often you see a flatness, a blankness. Let this move your heart to all manner of compassion, because these souls are unloved. No softness or kindness ignites the divine, and they have turned cold. This, dear children, is the real tragedy. He grieves. Many souls are lost in this dark time, and God has nodded to his angels. Changes are coming. You should pray for these changes and be joyful over them, because they are the will of God. You in turn care for my needs, which always have to do with souls. I am placing love in your heart. Ask me for more, and I will send you more. Beg me all during the day to send you love for even the most odious of souls, and it shall be yours. See, I'm just giving an example of how many good things it's saying to pray for. It's really good to pray for all these different things, like right when you're hearing about them. So yeah, there's just too many good messages in these. I can't even share them all, or else my camera won't upload it. So, I bless you this night again with my joy and my peace and my mercy. Bring those again to all whom you meet. So I'm just giving a few little examples here to show you. Like, you could research these, Google them online for free. Sometimes you could read them too. So please pray and let the goodness of God never leave you. Just wanted to advertise them because they're so important and interesting. Please unite. Please be peaceful with one another and loving. Reflect his love in your actions and words. Please allow his love and mercy to dwell in you through openness. Focus on him and he will guide you in love. Pray that division does not result from lack of love and power of human ways. Pray for surrendering and to be open vessels of my son's love. I bless you, my dear ones. Thank you for the response to my call. See, these are just really good points here. Pray to be able to accept change in your life. I ask you to pray for acceptance in the will of God in your life. His people will be strong in faithfulness to him. Faith in God is the only means of salvation, and prayer is the way to purity and holiness. Well, I guess that's all I can fit right now. I just wanted to put a few. So yeah. Yeah, I recommend these different books. They're just messages of Jesus books you could look for if you want to buy them, or just search for them online for free sometimes. Yeah, they're just really good messages. They're really helpful to society. They encourage you to care about others, pray about different things, and maybe even inspire others. If you get inspired, you can inspire others too. If you know if you're receptive, and it can help your salvation too, and everything. So yeah, help you be on that happy side forever. If you appreciate all the good wisdom of Jesus and the good side, and so yeah. Anyway.